saw something had someone killed. And the first time you witnessed this kind of death by violence, was it something that you knew that you were going to have to harden yourself, or was there something that immediately kicked in and said, I can handle this? Or
spiritually, it was something I knew I could handle, because my understanding is when, what we have here is rental property, and the tenant's gone. When you've died, this is just the shell. And so it didn't bother me to see it. It didn't bother me to be around it. When children were involved, yeah, and we talked it through. But just from a spiritual background, it made it so much easier to deal with death, and actually having to watch people die, and it was a lot easier for me. It was easier, I think, for me because I had been around funeral directors before and had given them a hand with different things, and so I was used to being around it. And I had been a fireman before this, so I had seen it already, and quite a bit of it. And
there's a lot of just, I guess, a lot of Vietnam vets who are that a lot of the post-traumatic is just now kicking in and so forth. And is there any fear, first of all, that may happen to you? Have you? And why do you think that happens, maybe in a delayed manner?
Yeah, I think it's possible. I think it's very possible for me because I've seen a lot. And I think the delay is because you're so busy with everything, and you go from one call to the next call to the next call to the next call, and then you have your church things and your family things and your other things, that your brain doesn't give you time to think about what you just experienced or what you witnessed. And then when things start to settle down a little bit, and I understand why it's delayed in a lot of military guys till years and years later, because things aren't quite as busy and quite as hectic, and you have a little more time to think about things, and all of a sudden stuff starts creeping back in, and that you thought was long gone. And I can see where that would happen pretty easily.